People can easily fall for you when you possess these 5 traits. There's an important point that's rarely discussed honestly. Many people believe that once a woman is married, all attraction to other men disappears. It's as if a ring on her finger makes her heart immune to anyone outside the home. However, this isn't always the case. In fact, it can sometimes be stronger than before. Facts show that women who are already in a formal relationship can actually feel attraction to other men more easily. You don't flirt, you don't pursue, and perhaps you don't even have any intention of possessing them at all. It's not about good looks, your wallet, or your status. These are simple, seemingly ordinary traits that are actually rare among men. Without realizing it, when you have these traits, some women who are already in a relationship will start to waver and become curious about the power you possess beyond their own. If you possess 2 or 3 of these traits, believe me, even women who are already in a relationship may begin to notice you without you realizing it. That's why you sometimes feel like a woman who is already in a relationship is harboring a hidden agenda. This happens because there's something about you she wants, something she might not get from her partner. Before you continue, if you find this topic pointless or just a fantasy, it's okay to skip this video for now. But if you think this content might be useful to you someday, listen carefully so you can understand how powerful an impression you can make on a woman. Here are 5 attitudes that can make a woman, even one who is already in a relationship, very attracted to you. The first attitude is confidence, but not overly so. Women, especially those in a relationship, are often attracted to a man's demeanor. It's not a loud confidence or one that's busy showing off his prowess, but rather a calmness in the face of any situation. You don't talk about yourself much. You also don't feel the need to explain all your accomplishments to others. Unfortunately, many men do the opposite. They try too hard to look great. They talk too much about themselves and try too often to impress. But the more they try, the more they seem to crave validation. When you don't change just to please others and feel comfortable with yourself, that's where your aura becomes hard to ignore. The key is actually simple. Confidence is good, but don't let it seem like you're hungry for approval. If this attitude truly grows in you, it's no wonder that women who are already in a relationship can become awkward around you. From that awkwardness, someone sometimes begins to dare to cross the boundaries they previously maintained. Now the question is, do you have this attitude? If the answer is yes, perhaps you need to pay attention to the next point, which will make you smile to yourself. The next attitude is the ability to make a woman feel truly heard. Many men assume women are attracted to men who are good at talking. However, often the most impressive are men who are willing to listen sincerely. This is where many men make a mistake. When a woman tells a story, her mind is already busy preparing an answer or solution. But when you truly listen, she will feel something that makes her slowly consider you a safe haven. Look, when a woman decides to share something with you, whether it's a personal problem or a problem with her partner, it's usually not because she needs a solution. She simply wants to be heard. This feeling of being heard holds immense value in a woman's heart. When a woman feels truly cared for and heard, sooner or later she will begin to open up to you, not with direct confession, but through the various subtle signals she sends. Therefore, be a man who is sensitive to situations and able to read the atmosphere. The third attitude is having an interesting life. One thing that often makes a man appear more sophisticated in the eyes of a woman who is already in a relationship is when you have goals you are working towards and activities you are truly passionate about. This attitude secretly has its own appeal. Over time, a woman can sense that your life is moving in a certain direction. In the eyes of women, a man with clear goals and direction in life is a man who can be relied upon. Conversely, if your life seems too empty, it's often perceived as a sign of a lack of conviction. Therefore, don't be too quick to give attention or too often seek out opportunities to get close. When your life is filled with things you've built yourself, the attention you give will feel different. This is precisely where a woman's curiosity about who you really are often sparked. That curiosity can lead her to start finding out more about you, and in the process, without her realizing it, feelings of attraction can grow naturally. The fourth trait is having witty humor. The ability to make a woman laugh often seems small, but it actually has a huge impact on building closeness. When a woman laughs, her mood lightens. She feels more comfortable and open. However, truly attractive humor isn't forced. A man with witty humor is usually less stressed about maintaining his image. He's not afraid to appear relaxed and doesn't always try to appear perfect. He's able to see the lighter side of situations that might seem mundane to others. When a woman talks to you, the conversation doesn't feel formal. Everything flows more naturally. In fact, often what she remembers isn't the joke you told, but rather how she felt when talking to you. That light-heartedness is what makes her feel comfortable around you. The fifth attitude is giving attention without seeming like you're chasing. There's a big difference between giving attention and chasing someone. Many men think that the more attention they give, the more likely a woman will fall for them. As a result, they always try to be present at every opportunity and constantly make sure they seem concerned. However, attention that's too forced often feels like pressure. In contrast, the most noticeable attention is the one that comes naturally. You care, but not excessively. This kind of attitude creates a sense of comfort that doesn't need to be expressed. A woman can feel your attention without feeling like she's being chased. In many situations, attention that's not forced actually feels more genuine because it doesn't give the impression that you're expecting something in return. Without realizing it, small, casual gestures of attention often feel far more meaningful than large, forced ones. Interestingly, these 5 attitudes were never actually created with the intention of attracting anyone's attention. No one wakes up each morning planning how to make someone fall in love. It's all simply how a person lives their life. That's precisely where the difference lies. Many men are busy trying to look attractive. Meanwhile, truly attractive men usually don't think too much about it. These things seem simple, but they're rarely found simultaneously. When someone has them all, attraction often arises naturally, without planning. It's not because they're looking for it, but because such attitudes feel different from most people. So sometimes the question isn't why someone is attracted. The question is simpler. Do you already have these qualities?